The first thing I noticed when I woke was the ceiling. It wasn't metal. It wasn't plastic.
Soldiers,
It wasn't
activate
anything
and
from
advance.
Earth.
Your will
It
be
was
done, my
alive.
queen.
A
the
shimmering
stars we
surface
march.
of translucent blue membranes that pulsed softly like the underside of a bioluminescent jellyfish. Hexagonal scales shifted as they breathed, almost as if they were reacting to my heartbeat. The second thing I noticed was the woman standing over me. 8 feet tall. Silver skin like liquid moonlight. Hair the color of burning white plasma, braided down her back. Her eyes glowed amber gold with a disc-shaped pupil that narrowed as she focused on me. She looked relieved. Then she looked furious. Then she whispered, "He does not know me." My pulse spiked. Who are you? Where am I? What is this? The doors to the chamber, if you could call them doors, peeled open like petals, and a group of armored guards marched in. Their armor hummed and shifted, grown rather than forged. A guard stepped forward and knelt. "Your Majesty," he said to the tall woman. The healers confirmed the memory disruption. "Shall we begin the rite of recollection?" "Your Majesty?" I blinked at her. She sighed and brushed a strand of plasma-white hair behind her ear. "My name," she said, "is Queen Seralith Valezara of the Celestian Dominion. And you," she paused, as if the next words hurt. "You are my bonded consort, my chosen, my husband." My brain short-circuited. "I'm what?" Seralith closed her eyes. "You do not remember." "I've never met you," I insisted. The guards gasped like I'd cursed a holy relic. One even reached for his weapon before the queen raised a hand, silencing them. She stepped closer. "Your name is Elias Wren," she said. "You disappeared from my side 40 days ago during an assassination attempt. We searched every system, every moon. When we found you drifting unconscious inside a human rescue pod with selective memory loss, I dared hope the stars had not taken you from me." Her voice softened. "But you look at me like I'm a stranger." Because she was. Because this wasn't possible. Because I remembered Earth.
My job.
My apartment. My last survey mission. I remembered everything, except her. "Your Majesty," a healer said, stepping forward. His mind contains a rupture. A deliberate one. "A memory wipe?" Seralith whispered. "More than that," the healer said grimly. "A targeted erasure. Someone specifically removed memories of you." The queen's expression darkened, her pupils becoming slits. "Who dares," she hissed, "to break the bond between a queen and her chosen?" The guard stiffened. The air hummed. The walls pulsed. And I stood frozen, lost, terrified, and hopelessly confused. Because the entire galaxy seemed very sure that I was married to a woman I'd never seen before. Middle, the queen, the truth, and the lie I was living. They didn't imprison me, but they didn't let me go either. I was escorted through the Celestian Palace, grown from a colossal crystalline organism that wrapped around a drifting moon. Every corridor shimmered with celestial energy. Every pillar breathed faintly. Everything was alive. Queen Seralith's world was a living crown. We walked in silence until we entered a garden suspended over a void of stars. Plant-like structures floated weightlessly, anchored by shimmering tendrils. Some reacted to the queen's presence by glowing brighter. She motioned for the guards to leave. Then she turned to me. "Elias," she said softly. "Ask me whatever you wish." I exhaled slowly. "Okay. Start with, how did we meet?" She hesitated, painfully. "You saved me." "From what?" "From myself," she whispered. "From a throne I did not want. From a destiny forced upon me. You saw me not as a queen, but as a person. You challenged my decisions, questioned my advisors, treated me as an equal." She inhaled deeply. I fell in love with your defiance. I rubbed my temples. I don't remember any of that. I know, she said, but I do. Her voice cracked. And it breaks me. I swallowed hard. Sarilith, if what you're saying is true, then someone wiped my memories to hurt you. To control me, she corrected. You were the only one in the Dominion who had no ambition, no agenda, no desire for power. You grounded me. And because of that, her eyes hardened, someone saw you as a threat. A threat?
Me?
A human surveyor from Earth? Why would anyone fear me? She turned away, looking out over the starlit void. Because our bond is not symbolic. Meaning, your physiology resonates with mine in a way that stabilizes my abilities. She touched her chest, and her skin glowed softly. Without you, I lose control of the Celestian core. The Dominion becomes unstable. Factions rise. Her jaw tensed. War brews. My stomach dropped. So someone erased your memory of me, she said, to weaken my rule and fracture the Dominion. And now they want me gone for good. The assassins return. I didn't have long to process it. That night, alarms blared through the living palace. The walls shrieked. A high, keening sound only organic structures could make. Guards stormed into my chamber. Consort Elias, on your feet. What's happening? Assassins. They breached the perimeter.
Of course they had.
I was the loose end. Not remembering the Queen meant I was unpredictable. Dangerous to their plans. I followed the guards through the corridors as the palace pulsed red in warning. Gravity shifted as sections sealed. The doors rippled shut behind us. We rounded a corner, and a masked alien warrior lunged at me with a blade humming in antimatter vibration. Time slowed. Instinct kicked in. I grabbed a guard's arm, yanked a plasma shield from his belt, and slammed it up just in time to block the blade. Sparks of violet energy exploded on contact. The guard stared at me in shock. You fought like a trained Celestian. I didn't know I could do that. And yet, my moves felt natural, familiar, like muscle memory, like something I had learned a long time ago. The assassin rotated his wrist for a killing strike, but a blast of golden energy shot down the corridor, vaporizing the attacker into dust. Queen Sarilith walked toward us, eyes burning like twin suns. Elias, she said, voice trembling with fury. Are you hurt? No. She exhaled like she'd been underwater. Then her eyes snapped to the guards. Search every chamber. No one leaves this palace. The conspiracy unfolds hours later. The palace was sealed in cosmic lockdown. Sarilith and I sat in her throne chamber, a vast chamber grown from star crystal, shaped like the inside of a cosmic shell. My love, she said quietly, I know you do not remember me, but you reacted to danger exactly as you once did. Instinct, I murmured. Muscle memory. Yes. She touched the armrest. Your memories were erased, not your training, not your reflexes, not your bond.
Bond.
That word again. Explain it to me, I said. She stood, pacing slowly. Celestians possess a core, an energy organ connecting us to the Dominion. It grants our species the ability to manipulate space resonance, allowing us to shape matter, heal wounds, and command this living technology. She paused, looking directly into my eyes. Only one other being in the galaxy can attune to a Celestian core. A counterpart, a balance, a chosen equal. She stepped closer. You are mine. My pulse skipped. You're saying I literally stabilize your power?
Yes.
Without you, my abilities destabilize. With you, they expand. Together, we were unstoppable. And someone wanted to stop that. She nodded. Because a queen with no counterpart is vulnerable, and a human who does not remember the truth is an easy target. I rubbed my hands over my face. So, someone erased my memories to weaken you, and now assassins are trying to finish the job. There is more. Saralitha's voice trembled. There are council members who believe that without you, I should step down. And if you step down? I asked. The Dominion fractures. Civil war erupts. Systems fall. I inhaled sharply. And you think I can prevent that? You are the only one who can. The memory core the healers proposed a solution, a memory core dive. A direct neural resonance link between my mind and Saralitha's core. A dangerous one. If the synchronizing frequencies didn't match, it could kill me. Or her. Or both of us. But I couldn't sit around while people tried to murder me. And I couldn't let an entire civilization collapse because I was experiencing galactic amnesia. So I agreed. Saralitha's eyes glistened with relief and fear. You once swore to stand beside me, she said softly. I pray that vow still holds. I don't remember making it, I said honestly. But I'll make it again now. Her breath caught. The healers positioned us inside a circular chamber made of living crystal. Tendrils wrapped around our wrists gently, linking us to the core. You must focus on her, the healer warned me. Even if the memories frighten you. Even if what you see overwhelms you. If your bond breaks, the resonance destabilizes. Got it, I said. Begin the dive, the healer commanded. The crystal pulsed. My vision dissolved. The dive, who I used to be I stood in a memory. My body older, stronger, confident, stood beside Saralith at a massive council meeting. She smiled at me like I was her world. You are my anchor, the memory Saralith whispered. The scene shifted. We were laughing in a gravity-less garden, floating between glowing petals. Shift. We were training together. I blocked her strikes. She countered mine. We moved in perfect sync. Shift. She sat on her throne, crying, not tears, but glowing strands of energy. I knelt and took her hands. No matter the galaxy, I said in the memory, I choose you. Shift, and suddenly I saw the moment everything broke. An explosion. A blinding flash. A masked figure grabbing me, injecting something into my neck. My memories ripping away, Saralith screaming my name, her aura destabilizing, and my world turning black. I gasped as the present returned. The chamber around me shimmered. Saralith was already awake. Tears of glowing gold streaked her cheeks. You saw, she whispered. You felt it. I did, I said hoarsely. And now, she asked, voice cracking. Do you remember me? I held her gaze. The memories were fragments. Blurry. Incomplete. But the bond? The connection? That was real. I remembered enough, I said softly. Her entire body shuddered with relief. Elias. Ending. The truth. Our choice. And the coming war when we emerged from the memory core. The palace guards were waiting, along with the council. They looked nervous. Some looked openly angry. One stepped forward. Your Majesty, this human remains a liability. Even if fragments returned, he is not the consort he once was. The Dominion requires strength, not half-memories. The Queen's aura flared, shaking the chamber. Silence, she commanded. The council froze. Saralith turned toward me. Elias Wren, she said, voice echoing with cosmic energy. Consort of the Celestian Queen. Bonded equal. The one who chose me long before destiny demanded it. She lifted her hand to me. Do you stand with me now as you did then? Even without full memory? Even without certainty? I looked at her hand. At the council. At the guards. At the palace. At the living world depending on her. On us. And I felt something deep in my chest, a resonance, a pull, a truth. I stand with you, I said. Her expression cracked with emotion. Raw, unfiltered, real. The core beneath the palace pulsed in harmony. We turned to face the council. The Dominion will not fall, Seralith declared. Not while we stand together. But even as she said it, explosions echoed in the distance. Alarms blared anew. The orbital shields flickered. The conspirators weren't done. War was coming. Seralith squeezed my hand. Come, Elias. It seems we must rebuild your legend. For the galaxy? I asked. She smiled softly. For us, she corrected. And for what we were, and what we will be again. The doors opened. The future awaited. And somewhere deep inside me, my memories stirred, ready to return. One by one.